Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week we're taking a look at the Searay 36 Sedan Bridge, arguably one of the better looking boats that Searay built during its production of motor yachts. We'll take a look and we'll see what this boat is all about. Coming up. Before we get started, if you like what we do, make sure you hit the subscribe, like, and the bell so you get notified every time a new video comes out. Thanks, it helps the channel. Over the years, Searay produced a number of Sedan Bridge style boats from 36 feet to 58 feet, including the 40-foot style, of which Calypso is an example of. Searay did produce a few smaller sizes in the late 80s and early 90s, but the heyday of the Sedan Bridge really was the 90s up through the 2000s. This model started life as the 36 Sedan Bridge, but by the end of its production run was the 39 Sedan Bridge, essentially the same boat with a little bit of added in the stern platform. The 36, which started production in the mid-2000s, really epitomized the flowing lines of the Searay design language. Although there were a few Yanmar diesel engine powered versions, the bulk, if not the majority of these boats produced had Mercruiser 8.1 big blocks, which produced plenty of power to give them an excellent cruising speed in the upper 20s and probably topped out around 30. Turning to her specs, the boat overall is 37.5 feet long with a 13-foot beam. Her draft is 40 inches or about 3.5 feet, 22,000 pounds gross weight, fuel 300 gallons, water 75, holding 35. Looking at her layout, her bridge deck has a pilot and co-pilot seat and a table with seating for about 3 people and a dining table aft. On her main deck, starting with her cockpit, she has a settee for 2 all the way aft. After that, of course, is the swing platform, which is built in, and there's room for it to carry a small dinghy. Her salon starts off with a seating area with opposing settees, moving up into the starboard side with a small dinette area suitable for 4 people to eat. Her lower deck consists of her galley down 1 step to port, which is decent size. Opposite that to starboard is the second stateroom with 2 twins. Forward of that is the primary stateroom, which has access to the single head, and interestingly enough, the head is split between the shower and the commode to allow more flexibility of use. An interesting feature that was included in the 36 and not really included in many, if any, other Searays is this touchpad control, which not only controls the lights, but contains information about other systems and tanks and other things. It's an interesting idea, and higher-end yachts use something like this, often made by Boning. My understanding is the system had issues, so it was not put into any other Searay design, but it's very cool nonetheless. The 36 Sedan Bridge can often be had for under $200,000, and at that price, this really is a very excellent value depending on how you want to use the boat. Coming from a person who has owned both a Searay Sundancer and a Sedan Bridge, again, if you're going cruising, the Sedan Bridge has a lot of positive attributes that are worth consideration, from the salon and dining area to the twin stateroom and the head with split shower. This offers a lot in a very reasonably sized package. Initially, when we were looking for our upgrade from the Sundancer, I was concerned about the lack of a lower helm, but I have to say, now having had the Sedan Bridge for 4 years, going into our 5th season this year, is the lack of a lower helm actually is an advantage because it gives that room for that large galley below the salon, and we keep the bridge enclosed with clears, and it really works out quite well as being the sole steering station. One nice attribute of the Sedanbridge is the enclosed main deck salon, which, unlike a Sundancer, you don't go down into. Some people don't like the closed-in claustrophobic feeling of the Sundancers below deck, so this has a open salon with fairly large windows and is a fairly pleasant place to spend some time and a great place to watch a movie in the evening. Lastly, I will add that the fact that she has two staterooms, the primary and the second twin, is nice that in 36 feet compared to the express style boat, which would have the mid cabin, this stateroom has headroom up front, and it allows a little bit more space for changing clothes and getting in and out of the berth. So it's something, again, if cruising is what you do, then this is a more cruisable design than others. I hope you enjoyed our walkthrough of the 36 Sedan Bridge. We'll see you on the next one.